Hey everyone, welcome to Popular Cruising. I'm your host Jason Leppert, here with a deck-by-deck tour and review of Scenic Luxury Cruises and Tours, Scenic Diamond. This is my first ever trip with Scenic, sailing in the famed Bordeaux wine region of France. Remember to stay tuned until the end of the video to see our evaluation of the riverboat's overall pros and cons. Let's start with the vessel's specifications. Scenic Diamond is an all-inclusive luxury riverboat, and one of the brand's so-called spaceships, as originally launched in 2008. Its guest capacity is 149, and its crew capacity is 55, which results in an impressive guest-to-crew ratio of 2.71 to 1. As for its accommodations, we stayed in one of the riverboat's 205 square foot balcony suites, which featured a very comfy and plush bed that was undoubtedly human and teddy bear approved, albeit with not much more in the way of furnishings beyond. Nonetheless, storage, not to mention a fully stocked complimentary mini fridge, is plentiful, with lots of closet drawers, shelves, and hanging space. A free bag of laundry that can be sent out per cruise is another great perk. Open side cubbies are also a nice touch. Just be aware, all plugs are European style, with no USB charging ports at either nightstand. With no artwork, the room is rather stark, but dedicated reading lights are welcome extras. Bathroom-wise, there is good padding around the toilet and sink for maneuverability. However, the shower itself is quite small and difficult to turn around in. The multiple spray options are fine inclusions, but our body spray was just a trickle. Otherwise, the line's logo looks handsome rendered in terry cloth, and the bathroom hooks are always handy. Just outside, there's a narrow but usable vanity counter and singular chair. The in-room televisions are unique for including access to the ship's free Wi-Fi connection. The signature sun lounge with downward sliding window is neat. If you haven't already done so, please feel free to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to be notified when all our new videos are posted. We sure do appreciate it. When you're ready to book your scenic river cruise, we recommend doing so through our sponsor, Fairy Godmother Vacations, who will magically take care of all your trip planning absolutely for free. To get a complimentary quote, just click on the link right here, or call the number or email the address displayed below. Now let's have a look at the riverboat's activities, followed by its dining and entertainment, illustrated deck by deck as we usually do now. Up top on the sun deck is the al fresco deck itself, to be enjoyed either under shade or out in the open, with plenty of inviting seating and loungers to go around. And surrounding it all is a walking deck to get those steps in. For additional exercise, Scenic Diamond also carries a fleet of electronic bikes to take ashore and explore while leisurely or more actively riding. My only unfortunate take from the upper deck is that the designated smoking area is disappointingly positioned in the center, upwind of half the deck seating, ensuring secondhand fumes for everyone lounging behind while sailing. Much better by comparison is the awesome open wheelhouse policy, to understand the riverboat's navigation and chat with the senior staff when it's safe to do so. And just in front is the Vitality Pool. Really a large whirlpool for taking a refreshing dip. It's certainly a nice addition to rejuvenate in after a long day of touring. Down a level on the Diamond deck is the forward Panorama Deck observation area, for taking in the passing scenery outside while still comfortably under cover. Inside from which is the main Panorama Lounge Bar area, with even cozier seating for checking out the vistas from inside. This is also the main social gathering space on board that hosts daily briefings and serves both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, again free of charge. Additionally, there's a side library and coffee corner as well as some games, among cookies and a collection of loose teas to drink. In front of it all is the ship's small selection of gift shop offerings, including more teddy bear friends, an elevator to traverse split-level decks, and the reception area, complete with cruise director's desk and guest relations, with a fantastic and friendly crew on board. Down another level on the Jewel Deck is a wellness area and massage room offering a surprisingly long list of spa treatments. Really the only thing that incurs an extra charge besides retail. Altogether, it's a much larger spa space than is found on most riverboats, especially when factoring in the bonus and complimentary to use Salt Therapy Lounge for further wellness. Also on board is a sizable fitness center with various free gym equipment. Of course, once you burn some calories, there are plenty more to ingest thanks to Scenic's very fine dining. Scenic Culinaire is equal parts action station during breakfast and lunch, for the likes of omelets, plus a space for presenting cooking demos from the excellent chefs. Spaces are limited, so require advance reservations, but engaging sessions are free to attend. Like the one where we learned how to make a citrusy crepe Suzette, before tasting the sweet creation right on the spot. The larger crystal dining room is the riverboat's main open seating restaurant. A buffet line is centrally located and is used for self-service breakfasts and lunches. Midday selections are a bit limited though, to a carvery station, salads, and some more. But the fantastically labeled onboard cheese selection and desserts usually make up for any shortages. And come full-service dinners, courses, save for only a few misses, are mostly standouts. I was particularly impressed by a uniquely savory creme brulee, additional colorfully plated appetizers, entrees such as tender duck prepared multiple ways, and excellent desserts, like this one perfectly balancing passion fruit and chocolate. Meanwhile, reserved in the corner of the main dining room is Table La Rive, complimentary but exclusive to guests in the highest end suites. The executive chef's table and its 6-course meal is expertly presented and wine-paired by one of the ship's butlers and sommeliers. Premium dishes include apps with caviar in a cone no less, as well as those that are artfully plated. And the fine wines are decanted and flow throughout. Also excellent are interim soups, and a palate-cleansing sorbet. A masterclass in vintages is passionately conveyed in between. And before a rich and savory entree, and a final dessert send-off. Of course, there are more pre- and dinner drinks to imbibe back at the Panorama Lounge and Bar. Here, once during our Bordeaux River cruise, fresh oysters and the trimmings were additionally made available to guests. Just off to the side is the more casual River Cafe for alternative meals and snacks throughout the day. For those hungry in between regular meal times, this is a wonderful inclusion and great place to get extra salads, cheeses, sweets, daily featured items, sandwiches, and marvelous pizzas, plus several ice cream choices, either dished up or in bar form. Many of these items are conveniently available for room service too. A further alternative for dinner, just in front, is L'Amour Restaurant. Freely available to all guests after making a reservation. The French eatery serves a set 5-course meal that is good but lighter overall, including the following smaller but still delicious dishes. Lastly, upstairs in front of the sun deck is the Riverview Terrace for taking in al fresco meals. Especially a once-a-cruise outdoor barbecue, beautifully and tastefully presented around the pool. As a bit of a departure from the French culinary focus, it was nice to enjoy some German comfort foods as well. As is usually the case on riverboats, onboard entertainment is more sparse, but there is a decent selection of on-demand movies and television shows to freely watch, in addition to the aforementioned internet connection available here. Otherwise, onboard offerings are usually live piano music and a dance floor to use, among some DJ action for theme nights, and a few guest musicians as well. All of which are very good. But the entertainment highlight on our cruise was visiting one of Bordeaux's most scenic chateaus. A Cinderella-style castle, really. For an exclusive classical concert from a talented string quartet, and never far from wine, they performed a beautiful set of popular and lesser-known pieces, all to our great delight. It made for a truly lovely evening. So many great shore excursions on Scenic, all of which are marvelously included by the way, extend all over the Bordeaux region, and of course several vineyards in their respective chateaus. An absolutely huge benefit to tours on this brand is a mobile app that replaces cumbersome Whisper and QuietVox devices and their uncomfortable wired headsets. Instead, you can easily pocket your own smartphone, connected via Wi-Fi to the guide's audio commentary, and use your preferred wireless earbuds to be completely free of any entanglements. Always before tasting the great wines, naturally. Another favorite along the way is Chateau Lagrange, which of course amused us fans of ZZ Top. Before exploring its lovely grounds, and world-class winemaking facilities, and another very cool cellar to behold. But as on an ocean cruise, some of the best moments on a river one are simply taken in while sailing. Checking out everything from an occasional shipwreck to the architecture and nature along the riverbanks. When the sweet sun lounges come in handy to watch a time-lapse of our return to Bordeaux itself. To get one last look at the fine French city. And now for our concluding Scenic Diamond pros and cons. What we didn't care for on board are the balcony suite's small showers and lack of furniture beyond the cozy bed, the presence of a smoking area upwind from half of the sun deck, and fewer buffet selections in the main dining room at lunchtime. But what we especially loved include the otherwise fantastic array of culinary offerings, the marvelous mobile app for unencumbered tour commentaries, and of course all the luxurious free inclusions. Thanks so much for watching. If you would, as it really does help support us, please like this video with a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, while hitting that bell icon to be notified of new videos. Watch our other ones and visit popularcruising.com.